Where do we get most of our food from?
The deli.
Nowadays, well put. If we go back in time for how were we kind of set up before there was a deli.
The farmers.
Let's look back before the farms too, actually. Because farms have been around for about the last 10,000 years, but we've been around for about 2.5 million years. And our genetics haven't really changed. Exactly. So what do? Hunt. Exactly. Our main sustenance was from hunting wild animals. So that's where we got most of our protein and most of our healthy fats. From eating animals that ate what they're supposed to, similar to the way the lion does. Right? So that was kind of our main sustenance. Good, healthy animal protein. And then if you look a little bit more on the other side, besides being a hunter, we were also a gatherer. A lot of the gathering was done by the females, a lot of hunting was done by the males, typically, just the way we were genetically built. And the gathering, we gathered vegetables, we gathered fruits, and that was kind of our main sustenance. We gathered some nuts and seeds. So think for a minute, you're out in nature, what are you going to get better access to? Vegetables or fruits?
Vegetables.
Why?
Because you can reach them. The fruits are on.
Bingo. Exactly. Vegetables tend to grow up, fruit tends to grow down. Except for some berries that are on bushes. For the most part, most of our vegetables grow straight up, and most of our fruits come straight down, a lot harder to reach. So we're going to be eating a lot larger portions of these plentiful vegetables, and we're going to be eating of these fruits that are much harder to reach. And if you get into the diabetic side of it all, most of these fruits are very high glycemic, so they can have a little bit of an effect on your insulin levels, but at the same point, these vegetables, across the board, low glycemic. The sugar is not going to have much of an effect on you. And then we get into nuts and seeds, and then into oils. So if we're looking at nuts and seeds, you're out in nature. How do you get nuts and seeds? You pick them off of trees for the most part, right? What do all nuts and seeds, for the most part, maybe some exceptions, have?
Shells.
Bingo. It's the brightest group I ever deal with. Maybe it's because you guys aren't texting on your BlackBerries when I'm talking to you, right?
What's a blackberry?
There you go.
It's a fruit.
Well, that's what it should be. It's a good fruit. Yeah, for me, I call it a blackberry. This is a blackberry, I call it a leash.